Hello. I have the challenging task of trying to explain in 3 minutes what is the impact of the Artificial Intelligence Act, the new legislation at European level, on the audiovisual sector. I will start first with probably the most important impact, which is a positive one. And this is true for every other area of economic activity or social activity. AI is going to bring huge opportunities. And that is valid also for the audiovisual sector, because everything from optimizing content to better targeting content, better personalizing content for the viewer or for the listener out there, these are opportunities that the new technologies will bring, and I'm convinced that the sooner the potential is being realized by all those providers of audiovisual content, then the easier it will be for them to adapt to the new trends and also provide better services, better packages for their consumers. But beyond the opportunity, there are also certainly challenges. And the first challenge is coming from the emergence and the evolution of generative AI models, which are posing a significant impact generally on the creative sectors and also specifically to the audiovisual sector. First of all, there is an issue of transparency when it comes to the use or the employment of generative AI tools in audiovisual. Consumers, the customers, the end users need to know whenever they are interacting with content, whether it is video or audio or text, that is being produced by AI and not by human beings. This in AI Act is one of the obligations that, at least for us in Parliament, they are very important, and we will fight for these obligations in the negotiations to come, because we think it's an important element of accountability from the providers of content that is AI generated to the consumer. The second challenge that I see is with the fact that many of these new tools that are AI powered are going to also represent a challenge to the status quo in the audiovisual sector. Just like the occurrence of digital tools some decades ago also represented the challenge to the traditional media, TV or written or audio as we knew it back then, radio, TV and written media. Same thing now for artificial intelligence. We are going to see everything from new TV services to video streaming and everything else that is going to be fundamentally based or partially based on AI tools and AI generated material, and that will indeed represent a challenge to the traditional audiovisual sector, which will also embrace part of these contents, again with the caveats and obligations that I mentioned earlier in relation to transparency, but will also have to adapt to the occurrence of new actors, of new types of services that are based on AI, and that will represent an element of competition on the market. But beyond that, there is nothing else in the AI Act that affects the audiovisual sector as such. And in fact, I encourage all those providers and all those stakeholders in the sector to look positively, with a positive outlook, at the emergence of this technology and the further evolution of this technology, because ultimately, drawing the line, I believe that the opportunities will far outweigh the risks and the challenges that it will pose. Thank you.